When football fans talk about the greatest rivalries in World Cup history, one matchup always stands out: Brazil versus Italy. Two football giants, 9 World Cup titles combined, generations of legendary players, and some of the most unforgettable matches ever played. From Italy's dramatic victory in 1938 to Brazil's triumph in the 1970 and 1994 World Cup finals, this rivalry has produced moments that changed football history forever. Today, we're exploring the complete story of Brazil versus Italy, how many times they've met, who has won more matches, and the unforgettable World Cup battles that made this rivalry legendary. Let's begin. The rise of two football superpowers. Brazil and Italy are among the most successful national teams in football history. Brazil is famous for its beautiful attacking style, producing legends such as Pelé, Zico, Romario, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká, and Neymar. Italy, meanwhile, built its reputation on tactical intelligence, discipline, and defensive excellence, with stars like Giuseppe Meazza, Paolo Rossi, Roberto Baggio, Fabio Cannavaro, and Gianluigi Buffon. Whenever these two football cultures collide, fans know they are about to witness something special. Head-to-head record. Over the decades, Brazil and Italy have faced each other numerous times in friendlies, international tournaments, and World Cup matches. Overall, Brazil holds a slight advantage in the rivalry, winning more matches than Italy. However, statistics alone don't tell the whole story. What truly makes this rivalry special is the importance of the matches they have played against each other. Many of their meetings have taken place on football's biggest stage, the FIFA World Cup. 1938 World Cup semi-final. The first World Cup meeting between Brazil and Italy came in France in 1938. Italy entered the tournament as defending champions and one of the strongest teams in the world. Brazil was emerging as a major football force but had not yet achieved global success. In the semi-final, Italy defeated Brazil 2-1 and advanced to the final. The Italians eventually won the tournament, becoming the first team to successfully defend a World Cup title. This match marked the beginning of one of football's most fascinating rivalries. 1970 World Cup Final. More than 3 decades later, Brazil and Italy met again, this time in the World Cup final. The match was played in Mexico City and featured two footballing giants competing for the most prestigious trophy in the sport. Brazil's team was led by the legendary Pelé and is often considered one of the greatest teams ever assembled. The Brazilians played breathtaking football throughout the tournament. In the final, Brazil defeated Italy 4-1 in a dominant performance. Pelé scored 1 goal and inspired a team performance that many experts still regard as football perfection. Brazil claimed its third World Cup title and permanently kept the Jules Rimet trophy. For many fans, this remains one of the greatest World Cup finals ever played. 1978 World Cup third-place match. The rivalry continued in Argentina during the 1978 World Cup. Although this meeting was only for third place, both teams were determined to finish the tournament strongly. Brazil won the match 2-1 and secured third place. The victory also gave Brazil another important World Cup success over Italy. 1982 World Cup Classic. If the 1970 final represented Brazil at its best, then the 1982 World Cup represented one of its greatest heartbreaks. Brazil arrived in Spain with a spectacular team featuring Zico, Socrates, Falcao, and Junior. Many football historians consider this Brazilian side one of the greatest teams never to win the World Cup. Italy, however, had a hero of its own, Paolo Rossi. In a dramatic second-round match, Rossi scored a remarkable hat-trick. Italy defeated Brazil 3-2 in one of the most famous matches in World Cup history. The defeat shocked the football world. Italy went on to win the World Cup, while Brazil's dream ended in heartbreak. Even today, many fans remember this match as one of the greatest World Cup games ever played. 1994 World Cup Final. 12 years later, Brazil and Italy met once again in another World Cup final. The match took place in the United States and featured stars such as Romario, Bebeto, Roberto Baggio, and Franco Baresi. Unlike previous encounters, this final was extremely cautious. Neither team managed to score during normal time or extra time. For the first time in World Cup history, the final would be decided by a penalty shootout. Brazil held its nerve and won the shootout 3-2. The defining image of the match came when Roberto Baggio's penalty flew over the crossbar. Brazil captured its 4th World Cup title, while Italy suffered one of the most painful defeats in its history. Why this rivalry is special. Many football rivalries are built on geography. Brazil and Italy are separated by thousands of kilometers, yet their rivalry feels unique because of the stakes involved. They have met in World Cup semi-finals, World Cup finals, and crucial knockout matches. Both countries have produced generations of football legends. Both have won multiple World Cups. And both have influenced how football is played around the world. This rivalry is not just about wins and losses. It is a clash of football philosophies, Brazil's creativity and flair against Italy's tactical brilliance and discipline. The legacy. Today, football has changed dramatically, but the history between Brazil and Italy remains unforgettable. From Pelé's brilliance in 1970 to Paolo Rossi's heroics in 1982 and Brazil's penalty shootout victory in 1994, every chapter has added something special to football history. Whenever these two nations meet, fans remember the legends, the drama, and the unforgettable moments that made this rivalry one of the greatest in sports. Outro. Brazil and Italy have given football fans some of the most iconic matches ever played. Their rivalry spans generations, World Cup finals, legendary players, and unforgettable memories. And although the future will bring new stars and new challenges, the story of Brazil versus Italy will always remain one of football's greatest rivalries. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football history and World Cup stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.